That's 1-2. Sound like we're on?
It is not yet.
And hello, everyone. Welcome to Wasatch High School. It's girls basketball, Region 9. The Wasatch Wasps hosting the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles, and we are just underway here in the nest. Thanks for joining us here on Sting TV. First possession of the game went to the Golden Eagles. Rebound to Wasatch. There's the first shot of the game. Kinsley Schultz looked good with that three-pointer. And here's Liggett. Gets blocked big time by Kiara Seri. And Wasatch with this opportunity to score. There's another three-point attempt. That is good. Grace Wonder hits the first basket of the game for either team. And here is that half-court press that has caused so many problems for so many teams. That Wasatch presses, it's already caused one turnover tonight, but that time it will be a foul. That foul is going to be charged to Elizabeth Anthony. So the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles come into the game tonight with an overall record of 4-10. However, they are 3-1 in Region 9 already. And with the ball there is Liggett. And she gets it down to Unufe. Siale Unufe with the basket. Sheridan Liggett with that assist. Liggett, one of the top scorers in the state of Utah right now, averaging nearly 19 points a game. She is number 15 for Maple Mountain. And Siale Unufe, one of the top rebounders in the state of Utah right now. Once again, their record 3-1 in this tough Region 9. There's Liggett right now with a drive and in and out. And they're going to call that foul on Maple Mountain on the rebound. That's Grace Knutson will get her first foul. Pretty good positioning by the sophomore, Ashley Garner. So Wasatch will take over up 3-2 here early in this game. Wasatch with a little different starting lineup. Garner is going to get called with an offensive foul on that play. Ashley Garner actually getting the start tonight as she did the other night against Spanish Fork. While Liz Houston injured, Liz Houston might get a little time tonight with her injury. There's a three-point attempt. Good down the drain by Grace Knutson with her first bucket of the night and the first three-point play for the Golden Eagles. There's Anthony, gets a little look. Rebound, Unufe with great position there on Garner. And once again, there's Liggett. She kind of handles the ball, it looks like, and dishes it off. And there's a turnover. That's a steal. Ashley Garner. Wasatch gets it down quickly. And that's good. Elizabeth Anthony with her first bucket of the night. And that's a little different look. Wasatch pushing it down the floor quickly. The half-court press caused a little bit of trouble for the Golden Eagles, but not that time. That's a drive. Once again, Liggett driving the baseline and dishing it off to Unufe. That's happened twice now already tonight. The assist and bucket for Unufe. Anthony once again, good. That time a little 10-foot J. Just on the right side of the key. And this game is scoring quick and early. There's a little trouble at the half-court spot. Liggett gets by. She's going to get fouled from behind. And that'll be Kinsley Schultz. Quickly, 3 fouls on the Wasps. First sub of the game for Wasatch. Is Ashley Garner's going to take a seat, get a rest. And into the game for the first time is Ava Pulsifer. Unufe once again down low. They're going to have trouble with that. Her third bucket of the night. Joining us is Corey Lang. Corey, some quick scoring already in this game. There's a shot just off the mark. Grace Wonder.
Yeah, I'm impressed by the start on both of these teams.
Yeah.
Offensively, coming out and getting up a lot of shots and decent shots. Maple Mountain looks intent on getting the ball in the paint for their shots, and so far they've done a pretty good job of getting it in there. Both teams are getting the ball in the hoop.
Unufe, big presence down below, already with 3 buckets. Here's Kingsley Schultz. 3-pointer just off the mark, but Anthony with the board, no good. And Maple Mountain.
I like that she didn't take her eyes off the rim that entire time. Eyes are on it. She gets the rebound, goes right back up, never taking her eyes off. I know that's something that Coach Hull has addressed with them this week.
Grace Knudsen made the drive, got fouled by Pulsifer. Ball did not go in, so Knudsen will get 2. And she misses the first. As we mentioned earlier, Maple Mountain with a 4-10 overall record, but already 3-1 in the Region 9.
Yeah, they've done really well in region play.
Their preseason games, very similar to other teams. Very tough teams.
Part of that plays into both boys and girls. Region 9 is just weak. It's down this year. And so when they're playing those preseason out of region, both the boys and girls kind of getting beat up a little bit, get into region, and now you're on a more equal playing field, and they're getting some wins.
Even though tough nights every night in the region.
Yeah.
Right now it is kind of separating already. Springville looking like a juggernaut. They are tough.
Yeah.
And
Springville's the one to beat for sure. They are tough.
Provo and Spanish Fork right now without a win in region, even though they're always tough games. So there's a big,
nice pass inside.
A great dish down to Anthony.
That was a great cut by Anthony, and Grace finding her. That was a great look.
Ball knocked out of bounds by Maple Mountain. So Wasatch will take possession underneath their own basket. Kiara Sari with a little move. She's going to get knocked accidentally, but still foul. Siale Unufe will get her first foul of the night. And that's just the second team foul on Maple Mountain here in the first quarter. Kiara Sari will shoot 2, hits the first. Into the game, super freshman Cicely Clark.
And she's seeing a lot more minutes even as the season has progressed. Just her consistency on the floor as a freshman, kind of leading the floor in some ways. She's a great offensive threat to bring in.
Maple Mountain 10-8 with this lead here. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Sheridan Liggett handling the ball. There's a steal by Wasatch.
And again, trying to get that ball in the paint. Wasatch defending it well. They went to a 2-3 zone, trapping on top and on the wings, and then just trying to half front the post.
The look of these two teams, Wasatch 2-2 in the region, but just one play.
Yeah.
One offensive possession away from beating Salem Hills. There's a great move.
I like that, though. Get her inside and go right at the post. Little hurried, and maybe that was the timer in her head going on the 3 seconds. I got to get this off quick.
And look like trying to avoid the contact almost. Is that what you'd say?
Yeah.
Seems like you'd want to go right at Unufe.
And went to the ground because of it. If she goes up strong right through that defender, maybe she gets the call out of it. But
so the ball goes out of bounds. Wasatch takes over. 1 minute, 23 seconds left here in the first quarter. Maple Mountain up 10-8.
Yeah, things have cooled down a little bit since I sat down. Maybe I need to go run some laps again. And good
3-point attempt just off the mark by Grace Wonder. Wasatch keeps possession.
Another good look, though. A great shot.
You know, I was talking to head coach Audrey Hull. There's another 3-point attempt by Schultz. Cicely Clark with the offensive board and the putback, and she gets fouled.
I love it when the littlest one gets the offensive board. It's just a knack for knowing where to be. And that's the basketball IQ and being in the right spot. Some players have made great careers just off of that knack alone. So,
again, talking with Coach Hull today earlier before the game, she mentioned their goal right now is just to get better every day. And I mentioned to her, looking at stats, statistically, they are getting better in almost every category. And that includes in free throws, which we're already seeing.
Yeah, they passed my eye test. I mean, visually, when I sit and watch these games in college, they're looking better every game. And so
field goal percentage, well, there's a block shot.
Big
Kenna Garner.
And again, attacking the rim by Maple Mountain. I like that strategy from them. Yeah, getting a little.
Oh, that was a quick call. I thought she held the 1 foot.
I thought she did too, but
the first foot slid for
refs,
sure.
Especially at this level, are so antsy to make a call. They want to make a call.
Well, and Corey, I told Audrey, I'm not a basketball expert, but to me, it looks like their shots that they're taking just seem more balanced. Whereas that first week or two.
Ooh, that's dangerous.
Oh, just a bit unlucky there for Maple Mountain. They almost came out of that.
I mean, you try to tell your players, don't save the ball under the opponent's rim. And that was a good case. Had that gone in their hands. Nice take by Cicely Clark.
That little crossover.
That's the offensive spark I like from her. She doesn't back down and will just go get a shot.
Liggett comes right back and scores.
Yeah, well-timed answer.
At the clock.
Knowing the situation, knowing the clock, coming down and getting your shot up 3 seconds. That's a basketball IQ play.
So through all that scoring, the basket by Clark. Clark scoring the last 4 points, by the way, for Wasatch. Just taking a look at the referee there, it looked like they were helping him up. I guess he's okay.
Yeah, he gives a thumbs up, so I guess
he's gone over.
Doing a few stretches here on the side. Something got him to tumble, but
I don't think he was expecting the up tempo of the game. So as we mentioned, Cicely Clark, the last 4 points there for Wasatch to take a 12-10 lead with just seconds left. But the senior one of the top scorers in the state, Sheridan Liggett for Maple Mountain, came right down and made that last bucket to tie this game at 12-12. Corey, fireworks. I would say that's the highest scoring first quarter I've seen for Wasatch.
Yeah, and both teams putting it up. This is starting out to be what could be a great game. I mean, if we keep it this close and this kind of scoring, this will be really fun the next 3 quarters. So Wasatch will start the ball with possession here in the second quarter. It looks like all the officials are ready and giving the thumbs up after his stretches, and
it looks like he's okay. All right, so on the floor for Wasatch, Clark's still in there. Schultz.
Yeah.
And a little double dribble. That looked like no one argued that.
Those hurt when you come out of a break, whether it's a timeout, whether it's the end of the quarter like that. You come out, you hope you have a play set up as a coach. And just some dumb thing, a little mishap, turns that ball and you lose a possession.
Liz Houston comes into the game for the first time for Wasatch. Houston, first look she's had in a couple of games. She's missed some action with an injury.
Yeah, she brings a lot of knee defense. Injury.
And Coach Hull said she would see a little time tonight. And once again, Unufe absolutely dominating the paint right now.
Yeah, cleaning up her own boards and putting that back in.
8 points.
She does a great job of keeping the ball high. Both teams looking to play a zone to try to take away the inside.
Unife already passed her season average of points per game. Although she is, as we mentioned earlier, one of the top rebounders in the state.
And I can see why. She plays high, above her head. Her eyes are up, her hands are up. Those kind of players are going to get those kind of loose balls.
Wasatch swinging around. That looks like a 2-3 defense, right?
Yeah. Yep, and it looks like they're both trying to take away the inside lanes, take away those cuts, make them beat them on the outside, make them hit a shot over the top. I like what the Wasatch.
3-point attempt, no good by Clark. Once again, Liggett with the rebound.
I like the high-low action. They're going with two bigs, one high and one low on a zone. I'll see if they can make them pay with that.
3-point attempt by Vorkink, no good. Liggett looking to get in once again, almost got it in, but another steal by Ashley Garner.
Great awareness by Garner, just getting a hand on that.
And just over the outstretched hand of Cicely Clark. The ball will sail into the stance, and Maple Mountain will take over. I would have to think Liggett averaging almost 19 points a game, and Wasatch keeping her to 2 points in the first quarter. That shot no good. Here comes Clark speeding down. There's Liz Anthony, who scored a couple of buckets in that first quarter.
There's the high-low action that I was looking for.
Ashley Garner goes right at Unife, but and it looks like Sari stepped on the line.
Yeah, they seem a little hurried, a little rushed. Scores 12-14, no hurry. Get the set you want, keep your space you want. They've got a good thing going with the high-low action. If they can get the ball to the high post and then they dump it and cut off, work your game inside out, even against the zone. Yeah, they're doing a great job of denying her the ball. Sticking one on top and one on the help side behind.
It looks like they have Ashley Garner actually guarding Liggett.
Oh.
And Liggett, knowing that she's guarded out there, not going to get any shots, at least on the outside. Looks like she's the one trying to get it into Unife, as you mentioned. Yeah. But the last 2 times has resulted in a turnover.
And there's that. We're getting Kiara Sari up there at the high post on the wings. She's got the ball the last couple of times, but they've resulted in poor outcomes. This one, a turnover just off. She tried to take it down the lane line. Don't try to force things. Some of the stuff is looking a little forced. You're getting the good sets.
Now both teams a little bit.
Yeah, be patient and see what they're giving you and kick it to the open spot. She's getting it in. The defense is collapsing. I'd like to find that person in the window now and hit that shot.
This timeout. Sorry.
I was just going to say the same thing, I believe. As usual, our timeout's brought tonight by Phone Doc, a great sponsor of Steen TV and Wasatch High School.
Grateful to have them on board. They are helpful to a lot of people in this community, not just as a sponsor.
Yeah, I think they get plenty of business with the electronics and the devices that everybody has around.
Maple Mountain swinging a lot. There's Liggett, gets another 3-point look just off the mark. Cicely Clark once again comes out with it, comes down quickly.
That was a team rebound. All 5 players for Wasatch focused on finding the body, get to the spot, and with the ball coming out. They've had a tendency for some people to leave on a shot.
Ashley Gunner just...
So we just can't get that handle. Yeah, we're getting the spot where we want it. We've got the ball. We're looking there. We haven't got a clean touch there yet.
Deflected there by Clark, but Maple Mountain keeps it. Liggett once again looking down to come down low. She gets stopped. Knutson gets it in. Unife once again.
I believe Wasatch is playing a box and one on her.
A little contact there on the shot. Liggett's going to shoot 2. I think they'll call that foul on Kenna Gardner. First foul for Garner. Liggett with just 2 points here until now.
Yeah, Kenna Gardner looks to be guarding Ulufe in the post. Straight up man, wherever the ball is going. The other four kind of rotating a box and one look. I'll have to see again if they stay in that, if that's indeed what it was. But again, trying different looks and different ways just to limit her touches and keep her uncomfortable on the floor.
Sheridan Liggett will come off for Maple Mountain. Liggett, those were sweet free throw shots right there. She's got a very natural shot.
Yeah, as an assistant on the bench, you want to make note of, like, it's not who we want to foul in the late tight situation.
For that.
They look good. She's got a good shot.
Ashley Garner with the shot at the top of the key just pops out. Maple Mountain comes up with a Unufe now meeting up top, and she gets it down this time to Janie Tanner. That's a different look.
Yeah, Grace getting caught behind on that post. You want to at least get a half run on it, deny it a little bit. When you get stuck all the way behind, it makes it tough.
Grace Wonder's going to take the three-point attempt.
Good look.
No good. Unufe once again with the board.
Yeah, Wasatch has got to find a stop here as the lead grows 12-17, 5 points. You don't want to get it to double digits here before the half.
Maple Mountain with a 7-0 run in this game here.
There's that, trying for that same matchup.
Sorry, 8-0 run. My mistake. Ashley Garner pulls down the rebound. Wasatch has not scored here in the second quarter.
Good block by Ulufe. Sister Clark. A good look, short corner. But even a better block there on the defensive side.
Into the game for Wasatch is Taylor Tushchin. Kiara Sari also comes back in the game. Sari gets it down low. She goes up and gets fouled.
I was going to say, boy, she is working hard to get that ball up there.
Looks like they're
contact.
Not going to give the foul to Unufe, but instead they give it to. Oh, I didn't think that. Oh, she wasn't anywhere near. That's definitely wrong.
Yeah, that's a surprise to me.
Yeah, they gave the foul to Ani Vorkink, but Vorkink wasn't anywhere near. I'm positive if we saw that on a replay, they were going to give that to Janie Tanner. But I've been wrong before.
Second one's off.
Free throws off.
Yeah.
Still Wasatch. We're only
Can't
3
break
minutes
that.
left, and Wasatch has not scored here in the second quarter.
Yeah, can't get the lid off that hoop. Good block by
Block. Maple Mountain again on a
Kiara
10-0 run right now.
I like the action where they drove baseline, tried to kick it back in the middle of the post. And Wasatch is content and to settle for those three-point shots, and which right now, that's an advantage for Maple Mountain. Going that zone, making them shoot over the top. They're not going to hit it.
Wasatch on a drought right now, shooting. 2 minutes, 10 seconds. Again, Unufe gets the dish this time.
That's too easy on an entry.
From Katie Smith.
Katie just dribbled past her man, drew the defense in, and then nice little dump bounce pass.
They try to get it back into Sari. She can't keep a hold of it.
Just too forced. There's three defenders in there in the post with her. Somebody's open.
Yeah.
Kick it, swing it, move the ball. Let the ball do the work.
Liggett comes back into the game, and Maple Mountain did not miss a beat while she was out. And it looks like the possession arrow was incorrect. So Maple Mountain will come up with the ball.
Yeah, we did start that quarter here on the side with the ball, and I don't remember another jump.
Maple Mountain on a 12-0 run. Wasatch desperately needing a score. There's a three-point attempt, no good. Sheridan comes up with it. She's going to pull back and run the offense for the Golden Eagles. There actually has been, even though they're on a 12-0 run, they've had 3 turnovers in a row. and still up 20-12.
Yeah, and that's the defense that Wasatch plays sometimes can keep them in the games that we've seen.
Liggett goes down low, goes baseline, a reverse. That was high class.
That was a great reverse. Away from the blocker, away from the defender. Just enough English on the board to get that in.
Schultz with a three-point attempt, in and out, no good. Still absolutely dry. This quarter is the Wasatch Lady Wasps. 22-12 is the score.
See, they did a great job starting the game of getting the ball inside and better shots. That's just smooth.
Sweet shot.
Yeah.
24-12, 30 seconds.
Wasatch has settled on the three this quarter, and it's not fallen.
Sari gets it, kicks off to Anthony, airballs it.
That's a rare two. I can only remember three two-pointers taken this quarter. One was blocked, one was a foul, and then that one.
Maple with a chance to score another bucket here, and they do. That is devastating three-point.
Killer quarter for the Wasps. Put up a goose egg in that score column in the second quarter. That is tough. And now you're down 15 points. 3 minutes in, or 3.5 minutes left, they had it within 5. You didn't want to push it, and man, they rolled off 10 quick ones.
So a 15-0 second quarter for Maple Mountain over the home team, Wasatch Wasps. This gym has gone quiet.
Yeah.
And
a 17-0 run, if I'm not
I believe
mistaken.
You're right, because
Wasatch had the lead 12-10.
Yep.
Now they're down 27-12.
So
we'll see what Coach Hull and her staff can come up with in the halftime. But we want to just thank our sponsors at this moment: Mountain Land Auto Sales, Midway Mercantile, Country Gardens Nursery, Labrum Chevy Buick Ford, Phone Doc, and our newest this week is Dairy King has pitched in. We haven't had a chance to get their graphic up yet, but we do want to thank them. Dairy King has always been great for all of us, both in Heber and out.
And that makes me hungry right now.
I know. So we'll take a break here for a second, gather our thoughts.
I'm in demand.
Thank you, dance company coaches, for all your hard work to perform that for us this evening. Okay, we've now got a little game with some of our students. We're going to play a 30 seconds to score shootout. And we need Holden Sparks and Kay Ritchie to come down to the floor.
welcome back. Welcome back here to Wasatch High School. And we are with Corey Lang here in the nest. Wasatch down 27-12. What just happened, Corey?
Well, second quarter was just brutal for the Wasps, but Maple Mountain made a change. They went to a 2-3, tried to keep the Wasps out of paint, which they got on that possession. And I'm sure that's what the coaches addressed.
Just what they wanted to do.
They settled on the outside shots, and they shot over and over and over. None of them were falling. It's one thing if you're making those shots to stick with it, but if they're not going in, you've got to find your range, hit it inside, and move your way out instead of out in.
Wow.
So, I mean, Maple Mountain did a great job at that defensively, limiting and making the Wasps take the shots that they wanted them to take. And then on the offensive side, Maple Mountain they found some rhythm and
here they come
scored
again.
a bunch quick.
So it is as Corey mentioned, a 17-0 run. Make that 19-0 run.
She has great body control. When she's coming through the lane, her steps are going away. She's moving the ball another way to bring the defense over. Comes back. Very smooth strider player. And
that's Sheridan Liggett. And Liggett she got 5 points there in the second quarter and already 3 here in
quick.
The first 30 seconds of the third. So Wasatch in desperation at the moment. That 3-point play.
Seeing some movement, which is good. A lot of cutters coming through. At least they're moving the ball. No dribbles yet. This is a really good possession from Wasatch as far as making the ball do the work until they put the ball on the floor, head down and started driving in. And then
Kiara Sari drives the baseline. It's knocked out of her hands, so Wasatch will have the ball underneath their own basket.
Now, fortunately, they retain the possession.
Desperately needing a score here.
Yeah, you got to break the drought. You get the lid off that bucket on this possession. Find an easy one, get it in, see it go through.
Yeah, and it
get that
just
confidence
looks like
back.
They have no confidence. There's down to Sari. She's going to kick it out. There's a 3-point attempt, no good. And rebound to Maple Mountain.
And I don't mind that here because they went in and out to get that shot. Next time, though, dribble in 2-3 steps, then shoot it.
Wow.
Now, see that body
Liggett.
control?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Sheridan Liggett on fire. Now 13 points. Only 2 points in the first quarter. And that's the difference in this game right now. Between Liggett and Unufe. They're trying to get the ball down into. There's a shot by Anthony. And on the rebound, Ashley Garner actually knocks Unufe down.
Now she comes in trying to keep that possession alive. I like the effort. And Wasatch's going to put a full court press, try to put some pressure, let that defense turn some offense, hopefully.
Into the game for the Golden Eagles, number 5, Kaylee Tracy.
I think Maple Mountain they have too many good ball handlers. The big block by Garner, though. That's a great block.
Hopefully that'll start a fire just a little bit. Unufe with a great feed.
Came up to take away that drive, got beat a little bit behind, but recovered. Great. Oh.
Yeah, I saw that. I could see that in the.
I've seen that in football drills. So
this is where Kiara Sari needs to keep it.
Yeah,
keep it in control.
She has a tendency to have things like that fire her up, and she wants to pay back her.
Unufe will come out. That's her third foul, actually. So.
Yeah. And so, I mean, if Kiara can play mentally that game with her and win on just keeping her in foul trouble, that's such a bigger advantage than trying to beat somebody.
So Kenna Garner will come in for Sari. The Garner sisters are in there. Schultz trying to get it into Kenna Garner. There's Anthony's going to take a little 12-footer in and out.
There it is. Finally see that ball go through.
So 14-32 is the score. Here comes Liggett.
Oh,
wow,
nice no look.
Big time dish.
Look away left, dump right.
Basket by Janie Tanner. And that is as good a ball handling addition as I've seen in this gym for a long time.
I agree.
There's a three-point almost attempt. Grace Wonder looks like she's going to do it.
And I have watched a lot of games in this gym.
Yes. So Maple Mountain will slow it down a little bit. Liggett's going to come down holding it. And
again,
wow, just a no-look pass to Tanner once
looks
again.
to the wing, dumps to the right. She knows where it is. She sees the post, but she's going to bring the defense off to the side and then dump. She's a step ahead. From what I've seen so far, she's a special player.
Three-point attempt, in and out. Rebound goes to Maple Mountain. They are doing everything right at the moment. And keeping Wasatch with their first bucket, but there's another look by Liggett and another shot up. This time it's good.
Yeah, the ball's just falling.
That was a two-pointer for Kaylee Tracy.
There you go.
There's Ashley Garner. Almost in. Edwards with the board and the bucket.
Great follow. I like that look. Get the ball to the high post on his own. Defense not there. Take a step in and two like she did. Even better, because now you're shortening that and the follow-up. But if they can get a few more possessions like that where they're getting the ball to where they want and a foot or two in.
That was going to be my next question while we're here at this timeout. Once again, sponsored by Phone Doc. Corey, I was just going to ask you, what does Wasatch need to do? So Coach Hull just called that quick timeout after the bucket. What's she telling them right now?
Get these kind of possessions on offense. You got to get the ball inside. We can't settle, even if the ball's going in and kicking back out, we can't settle for those threes if they're not falling. You got to catch that and attack the rim. Maybe you get to the free throw line out of it. But your first priority right now, your top priority is defense. You've got to get some stops put together, or it doesn't matter how many you're going to score if you keep giving up a score every time.
And you mentioned the shots not falling. Wasatch, I believe, is still one three-pointer. They have one, and I'm just guessing here because we don't have our stats, but that's probably 1 for 10 at this point, the three-point attempts. I could be wrong on that, but
I think it's a very fair estimate.
checking into the game for Wasatch is, for the first time, is Katie Perry. I believe Perry also with a little injury. And also Liz Houston back in the game. There's a miss, but an offensive board.
Get the stop. Just give up the rebound. And you've almost got, when you got a player like that on the floor that you're playing against, you've got to almost play them as a team defense. Yeah, one's going to guard the player, one person, but everybody's got to know where the lanes are for her, where she comes so you can step in front and then box out. You can't give them second chance opportunities.
While Siale Urufe on the bench with 3 fouls, Janie Tanner has come in and really filled in well for the Golden Eagles with a bucket earlier and now sinking both of her free throws easily.
Great looking shot.
40-16.
Yeah, there's
the biggest lead of the night for the Golden Eagles.
After a great start in the first quarter, you know, like you mentioned, 12 points. Wasatch had a hard time getting that ball, getting any kind of offensive rhythm.
Freshman Cicely Clark gets the ball down in low to Kenna Garner, and she is quickly fouled by Janie Tanner. That's just Janie Tanner's first free throw. There's a 3-point attempt just off the back iron.
Go back up.
Kenna Garner, you're right. I just thought, there's another 3-point attempt. Katie Perry, no good.
See, they kick it out, and again, settling for 2 more 3-pointers off the mark. Got to work on our shot selection on this end of the floor. Defensive intensity's up a little bit. The double team's coming.
And the steal looked like a kind of a combined steal. Katie Perry and Kenna Garner getting that possession. They're going to get it down low.
Now
Here's
attack
Grace
it.
Wonder with the little 10-footer, no good. And they are kind of one and dones right now.
See, but I would like her to catch that. She's got 8 feet in front of her with no defender. Attack, split that, pull up, and hit it. And then your shot's kind of in a rhythm, too. You put the ball on the floor like that right there. You dribble in. You can find a rhythm pull-up shot.
Shot
Or-
by Vorkning, no good.
Or see a nice pick and roll. Just a screen and come right off it hard to the rim.
Grace Wonder this time,
There
good.
you go. Good shot, Grace.
And that was the shot you were just talking about. And it looks like to me, Corey, if she takes a couple steps in, somebody's got to come to her,
Right.
which might leave somebody
It'll
open,
collapse and you can dump.
Right now, Maple Mountain 0 for 4 in their last 4 possessions. And Wasatch with 2 buckets. The lead is 22. There's the ball. Clark gets it down low to Garner, but she gets fouled.
Let's see, as she's attacking the rim, dribbling in, that defense draws to her, creating that dump pass.
Back into the game for Wasatch is Sari. And I believe Anthony came in on that. Wasatch has the ball underneath their own basket. Clark spins around, takes a little shot, no good. I like how Clark's not afraid to take a shot.
Good defensive pressure, just harassing, shadowing her by Elizabeth Anthony. Don't let her get comfortable with the ball.
Into the game for the Golden Eagles is Katie Smith. She'll replace Janie Tanner. Tanner, quality minutes for the Golden Eagles right there. Maple Mountain in command, 22-point lead.
See how Grace pulled off? That's that team D knowing where she is, the
That's a
lanes
blocked
that you need to
shot
cut
that
off.
time. But Unufe's going to get it. She's going to get the offensive board, misses it. But then on the next play, it looked like it was Grace Knudsen in there, but she got fouled on the rebound. So
Got to limit the second chance opportunities. They're doing a pretty good job of defense, contesting. Great step in by Katy Perry.
Katy Perry has had 2 steals in this short couple minutes she's been in the game.
That defense has picked it up a little bit by Wasatch, but see if they can convert and kind of make that pay on the offensive end. Great look by Elizabeth Anthony.
The lead is down to 20, but that's still got to feel good. 1 minute, 10 seconds left.
Just chip away, chip away.
I've seen worse leads fade for sure. But right now, Maple Mountain most definitely in control. Maple Mountain on an 0 for 4 possession.
I like the defense Elizabeth Anthony is playing right now. Just tight and shadow, make her uncomfortable. She's looking to dish, and her teammates are stepping in front of those passes and playing away from defense away from the ball has really increased.
Maple Mountain trying to get it down to Unufe.
Found her in the corner.
Ava Pulsifer. That's got to be an over the back. Boy, it looked like
That's
Pulsifer
frustrating because,
had a position on her.
Yeah, Pulsifer or is that Kiara? I can't tell.
Well, and what I noticed
Kiara,
is
she had the position. She got it. The part that frustrates me as a coach and even as a spectator is that was just a bailout shot, chucking it at the rim, and she got bailed out with the call.
Yep.
You know, it's one thing if you get fouled taking a shot, but there she's just trying to draw a foul and just chucked it up there. And smart for her.
Both. Unufe had an amazing first half. 10 points, has not scored here in the third quarter. The lead is 20. Wasatch has scored on 2 of their last 4 possessions, in and out with that 3-point shot.
And that was a designed play, bringing her from the post up.
There's another great look by Sheridan Liggett. Gets it to Ani Vorkink. She makes the basket. 5 seconds left here. Wasatch needs to get this up quickly.
There you go.
Kiara Sari gets a shot.
I like that look from Kiara. She's got the defender on her back. Thing that I would like, just a little tweak, is finish that to the rim instead of going away from the defender. You saw that in the first half. If she could spin off of that defender and step to the rim, so you're finishing your shot under the net, you're going to hit a higher percentage and you're going to get calls out of it. But when you spin and you fade away, the ref's not going to give you an advantage, and the ball's going to float on you. So.
Third quarter, 42-20. Maple Mountain with 15 points that quarter. Wasatch did finally break the scoring drought. Scored 8 points that quarter. We're going to take a break here for just a few seconds. This is Wasatch High School basketball on Sting TV. We'll be right back.
Thank you, cheerleaders. Starting the fourth quarter, we make the next basketball.
And welcome back. Fourth quarter, Wasatch Wasps found themselves down 22. That's another.
There's that sweet reverse.
Great reverse, Sheridan.
And that comes from just playing a lot of basketball. Knowing court awareness, where you're at, where's the rim, and feeling it, knowing what the ball needs.
3-point attempt by Pulsifer.
There's a labrum three-pointer by Ava Pulsifer in the corner.
Liggett most definitely showing why she's one of the top scorers in the state. There's another no look. This time reverse doesn't fall. But boy, she split that.
That's where I think if she would have just gone up normal. You know, sometimes you can do too much, but there's a good.
Sarah gets it down to Ashley Garner.
I think that should be an and one. Little contact, but great answer. Little run.
And the full court pressure again by Wasatch. Maple gets down quickly. Unife up at the top now. She gets it down. There's a 3-point attempt this time.
Box out, get a possession, and now extend your run.
By Katie Smith is no good. Here comes Wasatch.
They settle in the zone.
Wasatch has scored.
Boy.
Unife with the steal.
Got to be strong in the post. If she's going to come over and they're going to let it go, you got to hold her on your back.
Liggett, wow. Little crossover play. Soft jumper would have looked nice.
Yeah, it's a great look for her.
Good. Wasatch has scored on 3 of their last 5 possessions. There's another 3-point attempt by Pulsifer.
And that's gonna stay here on Wasatch.
Pulsifer is going to come out of the game. It's a couple of rebounds and a 3-pointer. Grace Wonder comes in. Here's Sari with another bucket, and Wasatch is on a roll. They are now 8-2 run here for Wasatch. Unife takes a little soft jumper, no good. And once again, Wasatch with the rebound.
Yeah, if you could keep her
7-0 run. Sorry, I meant 8. There's a soft jumper this time by Wonder. Gets the triple bounce in.
She stepped into that instead of away.
And
great shot. There's a little run.
Coach Corey Green wants to talk to his team, so it's a full timeout by Maple Mountain.
That's how you start a fourth quarter. If they could have played the second or at any point, something like that, they could have a lead on this. They're playing really well. Defensively, if they can keep Unife off the block, out 5 or 6 feet, I'd give her that shot because they're not falling for her. And sometimes you want to bait the player that you want to shoot it.
So it's a 9-2 run. The lead is from, at one point, was 22 here in this fourth quarter. But Wasatch with that little run, they're down 15 now, which is a lot still, but it's got to feel good. And for sure, it made Corey Green, head coach at Maple Mountain, want to talk to his team a little bit. What's he telling them right now, Coach?
Just calm down. Don't get caught up into it. It's a 15-point. It's still your game. But if you don't keep composure and stay calm with it, it's easy to let it slip away. And there's nothing to force. You know, take the great shots and the easy ones that they give you. Don't force anything.
So Maple Mountain, after the timeout, will take the ball out. They're going to see full court pressure swarming. Oh, I thought they might call a travel, but it looks like Grace Wonders.
She gets bailed out on a foul call.
And that is the 6th team foul for Wasatch. So from here on out, it's free throws.
I thought it was just good defense, but
yeah, I did too. That looked like a travel too. And there's another unbelievable.
And they're going to give her a call on that one too.
That looked like
three
it was
unfortunate
not Sari.
Calls, missed calls.
Yeah, that was not Sari. That was from behind. It looks like Grace Wonder actually tripped her accidentally.
Yeah.
And somehow that ball went in.
And that's her 5th, so Grace is going to have to leave.
5th
which
foul.
is tough because neither the last 2 that she had, I felt like.
Yeah, very unfortunate. Really quick. Sheridan with a chance through a 3-point play, and she sinks it. Man, she
snaps it right there, easy.
Oh, so they did call the foul before the shot, and that was what I wondered possibly if they were calling it from behind. So the basket does not count, and wow.
A rare miss.
Liggett actually missed a shot. So 45-29 is the lead. Sari's going to take another 10-footer, no good.
That's frustrating.
Ashley Garner.
Put it in there.
Garner with the offensive board and the bucket and the harm. Looks like they gave the foul to Grace Knudsen, her 2nd. And Knudsen will come out of the game. And Garner will have a chance to make this 3-point play. The lead is 14. And now it's 13.
Make that 13.
Unufe checks back into the game for the Golden Eagles. More full court pressure.
And it just looks like a man pressure.
And wow, Sheridan.
Able to pull back, dribble, read it.
There's a pump fake shot, no good. Knocked out of bounds by Ashley Garner.
Garner's got to find Unufe before. As soon as that shot is starting to go up, you got to find
Unufe. Okay.
Waiting a little too late, and then you're trying to recover and block a shot rather than just beat her to the rebound.
That's Andy Ball actually took that little shot. Maple Mountain most definitely still in control of the game. The lead was at 1 point 24 in this court.
Boy, that's a tough contested shot.
Look at
smooth.
That is just that's just all you can describe it as. Just smooth.
Not much you can do defensively. Elizabeth was on her interface.
3-point attempt just off the mark. There's Garner again. This time bounces off her hands. And the rebound to Janie Tanner. Tanner, in my opinion, Coach, she's the player off the bench for Maple Mountain tonight. She has really filled in that role well.
See, and that's the difference, half fronting the post as opposed to playing behind. Even if you can quarter front, you gives yourself a chance to get that hand in there and knock it away. When you play behind, it's too hard once they catch it to limit their shot.
There's a 3-point attempt off the mark. Rebound. I believe that's Houston. And here comes Wasatch. Up tempo down the court.
Quick whistle.
And foul's going to be charged to Liggett, I believe.
And that's the team 6th. So both teams will be shooting free throws from here on out in the bonus.
They did not give that to Liggett. That's crazy.
I know.
She has no fouls. According to the board, she has no fouls. And that's amazing. But that was most definitely Liggett that fouled that time. They gave it to Janie Tanner, who now has 3 fouls. She comes off. And as you mentioned, there's the foul. And 1-and-1 opportunity now for Katie Smith. Katie Smith does not have any points in the game for Maple Mountain until now. It's her first.
That makes that one look pretty easy.
The lead growing back to 16. Wasatch getting within 13 after being down by as much as 24. And again, as much as 22 here in this quarter, but 4 minutes left, time running out. Wasatch again desperately needing a run like they did at the beginning of this quarter. Get the ball down low to Kenneth Garner, and Garner gets tied up. Wasatch will keep the ball.
They're getting the looks. They're getting the ball where they want it, right there at the high post. It's just execution finishing those. Man,
Sari's going to take the shot, get fouled.
This is the same that we saw at this end. Kind of just chuck it up there and get a call out of it. As a coach, you're frustrated because your players are bailing them out on a shot that's never had a chance to go in. But if you can play straight up.
I didn't see who they gave the foul to.
I'm looking at the board myself, and waiting for it to change.
I'm pretty sure it was Smith. Smith's the one that put her arms in the air, kind of wondered if that's who it's on, that will be her fourth. Sari makes the first, but doesn't quite get the rim on the second, so Maple will take over.
Say what?
A little confusion here on the floor.
But this is a great opportunity for Wasatch to set up your defense in your full court, and they're not.
And it looks like they're not. Looks like just some pressure on Sheridan.
This might be,
on Liggett, excuse me, Sheridan Liggett. And they're playing a box and one on Liggett, aren't they?
Yeah.
There's a kick-out three-point attempt by Knudsen.
That's a danger in a box and one. If they overload one side or deep in a corner, just leaving someone open.
The lead back to 19. Get the ball down to...
There you go. I like it. She gets at the high post. You just dribble it to the rim.
Sari with the move. Kenna Garner with the offensive board and the putback. And it was no good.
There's the drive kick.
And the rebound to Houston. Wasatch down to their last 3 minutes. Down 19. Desperately needing some scoring here. Here's the kick out. Houston's going to take a three. Bounce off 2 rims. No good. And Knudsen with the board.
Elizabeth has done a great job of trying her best to
another no-look
stay
pass
in front of her. But yeah, it's too easy in that case of just leaving him. No help to help her.
Yeah, that's a clinic right now. Kind of John Stockton style.
She's making you pay
dish.
There. And Maple still staying in that zone defense, making Wasatch.
Kiara Sari with the shot, no good. Unufe doing a great job of being a presence, but not fouling. You know, and I mentioned that. I mean, not many people in the crowd remembers watching John Stockton play. And I could think of so many other players in the NBA, women and
John Stockton he made the difference with his basketball IQ, and that's what we're seeing here tonight on the floor. The IQ of knowing where you're at, the body control, but more importantly, knowing where the defenders are going to be and how they're going to react and where they're going to go. Then you take advantage of that. Get them up, make that dump pass.
Well, and the players I was thinking of, you know, great women players in college right now. But then there's a three-pointer. Kinsley Schultz.
See, that just looked so much more comfortable, and maybe it's because she feels the game's kind of out. That's just in rhythm, smooth, not a thought. They need to shoot more like that, not a care in the shot, you know. But they've had a lot of good looks. I like that high-low action they've done against the zone. They've done the right thing. They've got the right start. They just haven't been able to execute and finish. So they need a little finishing school, whether it's from the high post or whether it's finishing at the post. If they can clean that up and get some great finishes down there, they'd be right in this game.
That three-pointer brings Wasatch to within 18. The lead is back and forth for Maple Mountain. Again, I don't want to keep beating on it, but Sheridan Liggett, she is kind of old-fashioned style. She does have the modern crossover for sure.
Little Euro step, little.
But boy, that no-look dish, you just don't see that in high school girls basketball that often right now.
I don't see this kind of play often in boys basketball. Girls, boys.
I agree.
She's just smooth, and her court awareness. She's a special player. I haven't seen this talent on this floor in some years.
Wasatch,
Just a
that's
step
got to be
above.
double dribble. So Maple Mountain comes down.
Yeah, Gardner anticipating that, getting position, and did an awesome job of getting her arms in, getting her feet set so she's not giving the ref any chance or an opportunity to call something else.
The offensive foul charge to, I believe that was Andy Ball. Elizabeth Anthony kicks it to Kiara Sari. Sari gets it to Kenna Garner, and she scores.
See, and if they can finish like that, they've had that look all night long.
Unufe on the bench at the moment. Wasatch gets it to 16 again. 1 minute, 15 seconds. There's a shot.
Big block by Kiara Sari.
Oh, yeah, I thought they might call a foul on her, but looked like she was pretty straight up.
Yeah, there was body contact.
Body contact.
But for sure, she went straight up, but in high school, you never know what they're going to call.
Elizabeth Anthony comes out of the game. Wasatch swarming. Ava Pulsifer.
Like I said, you never know what they're going to call. Because that was just a loose ball. It was tipped on the inbound. 3 players going for it. The ball, and he calls. I don't know. I'd love to see that just play out. Let the ball go.
So shooting 1-1 for Maple Mountain is Janie Tanner.
And they've shot very well from the free throw stripe tonight.
Tanner looks as well a shot as anybody.
I mean, that went straight down the net.
Tanner is the third leading scorer for Maple Mountain tonight with 9 points. Make that 10. Now, Maple did play Springville at Springville and lost by 7. And I just can't help but think these two teams right now are looking like there's a 3-point attempt by Pulsifer in and out. And the ball comes out. Comes to Wasatch. Taylor Tustian.
Still with under a minute to go. You're up 18. They are still fighting.
Yeah, they're still
scrappy on
fighting.
every. I mean, hands contesting.
Wasatch just needs to shoot as quickly as they can. There's a 3-point attempt by Schultz, in and out.
Keep it high, finish.
Sari with the board.
Yeah, great job of getting the rebound, keeping the ball above her head, and getting it back up for a shot.
29 seconds left in the game. And this is all but in the books for Maple Mountain, but both teams still fighting. Most of the starters off the floor right now for Maple Mountain. Sari hits the first. Sari with 5 points tonight for the Lady Wasps. Taylor Tustian still in the game. Pulsifer, Katie Perry, Schultz. And Sari hits both. The lead is 16, 56-40, 30 seconds left in this game. Wasatch going to show the full court pressure. Checking in for Wasatch, number 20, Eden Nielsen.
Great break by Maple Mountain there.
Wow.
Ava trying to bait the ref into calling another one. Just leaning with her, moving the feet there on that.
Kaylee Tracy with the drive. The press was broken, and she went and shot the layup, missed it, and Pulsifer got called for the foul. Tracy misses the first. We're looking at the schedules here up next for Wasatch. They actually have a night off next Tuesday as Tracy hits the second. It's a 17-point lead, 20 seconds left in this game, and Maple's still not going to let Wasatch shoot. There's Eden shoots off board, and that's no good, and Maple will probably bring it down No, they're going to shoot. They're going to go for a basket.
Yeah, like I
and
said,
they'll
not
pull it
letting
out.
up. Yeah. I can respect that. Offense, defense, and
And
play
so
until the end.
that is the game. Final score 57-40 over Wasatch. And Coach, that's just the difference of the second quarter.
Yep.
And so final score that way, Maple Mountain goes to 4-1 in the Region 9. Wasatch falls to 2-3. And that is the first half of the Region 9 season. And I would imagine at this point, looking at Coach Corey, in the couple minutes we can talk about this game and this region. I would imagine right now the front runners would have to be, obviously, Springville and Maple. However, Wasatch will be in that third place spot with, again, potential. We were talking earlier, one of their losses to Salem Hills, although Salem Hills, depending on how they do tonight, they could move up to third. But
it's a tight race, and the two front runners, yes, Maple Mountain, obviously 4-1 now are in the region, and Springville looks great.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't write anybody off in this region. Like we saw things tonight here that if they could just clean a couple little things and finish those, now instead of that gap, they close that and it's much easier to play from ahead too.
Yes.
So I mean, Wasatch gets a break on a couple of things and gets a lead. That's a totally different game. And I saw things tonight that says there's no reason that they can't do that. So this region's tight. It'll be a tough as they finish out the second half of it, where everybody will see each other once again. And now you've seen your opponent. It's a little bit easier to prep. Some of the coaching comes in more than the players do.
Yeah, looking at Wasatch, then you're talking about this point now another round of the seeing everybody again for the region. At this point, you're maybe out of the running for a region title, but boy, you're looking to really set yourself up for state tournament time.
And that's the key. You want to move up as much as you can to get a good matchup, a good lineup in that first game.
Now, anything can happen, but boy, right now the tools in this region look like it's dominated by Springville and Maple. And I'm telling you, Maple looks like they have the tools to knock off Springville. So looking back, Maple did play Springville. I thought it was at Springville. It was actually a home loss. They lost by 6. And but still, I can't imagine. That would be a big game that next time they play Springville. So Maple Mountain on the road next. Both teams have the night off next Tuesday night. And Maple at Provo on Friday the 4th. Wasatch also with Tuesday night off. They play at Salem Hills on Friday the 4th as well. So final thoughts, players of the game, Coach, for Maple and Wasatch. Who would you talk about?
That's a good one. For Maple, I mean, it's hard not to give Sheridan. She just stands out.
Yeah.
She's on a different level than anybody on the floor. Very smooth, comfortable, makes it look easy, and has the ability to change a game by herself on the floor. Defensively, like I can't help but keep thinking of Elizabeth Anthony with that assignment of guarding her.
Yeah.
That's a tough thing, and I thought she did really well. There are moments where she was forcing her, making her uncomfortable, making her give it up. So I'd almost give Liz Anthony my spot, on the defensive player of the game maybe, or Wasatch's player, just off of that effort. That's a tough assignment to draw.
Yeah.
But like my old man used to say all the time, you live by the 3, you die by the 3. Wasatch went into a stretch there in the second quarter and continued on through the game where they were just settling on that 3-pointer and they didn't hit them.
I'm going to give, first for Maple, I'm going to say co-players of the game, Unife.
She had a great start.
And Liggett. In my opinion, Unife, where Liggett really hit buckets like crazy and hit assists and just really controlled, like you were saying, Unife absolutely controlled the paint. both offensively and defensively.
She demands attention.
Yeah.
Because if you let off, she's going to beat you.
And that just shut down the inside scoring for Wasatch, and that has the difference in the game. And so, I mean, Unife controlled the second quarter, and that's where Wasatch lost this game. For Wasatch, I'm like you. I feel like the guard play and defense is always going to be there for them. Boy, if they could just hit a couple of three-pointers
I know,
extra.
Just a couple of those would change it.
Because it changed the rhythm. You know, all of a sudden, the other team has to play with a little more urgency.
You have to come out and guard that. You have to. It's tougher.
So, final score, once again, Maple Mountain 57, Wasatch 40. And that will be it for this Region 9 girls matchup here at Wasatch High School. So thanks for joining us here on Sting TV. And don't forget to look on the website, Sting TV, for the schedule of future games. And then, of course, we do have the boys game coming up here.
In about 20 minutes, we'll be back.
All right. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.